Where should we start? Should we see if there's any good carrots? Let's see if there's any good carrots. Can feel like, oh man, there's some good carrots right here. Look at that. These little ones. Look at that. Beautiful. One carrot. See, there's another one. Another carrot. When you give them spacing, you could tell that they grow better. See, this is another one right here. Another carrot. Look at that. Another carrot. See what we got here. Oh, see, when I don't space them, look at, that's no bueno. I'll still eat it. I'll give it to the dogs. Mom. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we got some. Okay, little carrot. Another little carrot. Yeah. So what else we got right here? That one's kind of tiny. See these? No, those aren't ready yet. Let's try this one. Try this. Oh yeah, look at this one, baby. Oh yeah, these are nice and big. Look at that. These are the ox hearts, I think. Yeah, the ox hearts. These are the ox hearts. These are good. They're very sweet. All right. Here's another one. Look at that. Another ox heart. Look at that. Nice and fat and juicy. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. See what? No, that one's still small. How about these? Those are still small. Okay. Let's see what else. Look at my lettuce is bolting. My lettuce is bolting over there. So that's no bueno. Oh, there's a chocolate bell pepper right there growing. A little tiny one. See that? Get a picture of that. That's pretty cool. I didn't think they were going to get any bell peppers. Let's see what else we got here. You know what? Let's go cut some tomatoes because we have a whole bunch of tomatoes. Mine is a cantaloupe, not a cucumber. We thought that was going to be a cucumber. Check it out. There's a little cantaloupe right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, well, let's see the beets. Is there any beets? Yeah, there's a beet right here. All right. The beet right there. I think we're running out of beets here. These are kind of small. I don't think they're going to grow any bigger. Gotta plant some more beets though. There's another one right here. There's a different kind. This is a ruby red. Look at that. And then this one's a cylindra beet. Okay. See what else we got. Let's see over here. Here's another beet. These are Detroit. It's kind of small. It's okay. Those are all kind of tiny. So check out our cucumbers. There's one hanging right there. There's one right here. Who is that, huh? There's another. What? You can speak. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Okay, let's do it again. Check out my cantaloupe. Look at, there's one right there. There's one right there. There's another one growing right here. Look at right here. There's another one growing right there. Man, they're growing like crazy right there. I don't know what we're gonna do to make space for them, but okay, let's put these over here real quick. All right. Let me see if there's any squash. Any squash that we need to cut. We pretty much cut all the ones we had. There's still some growing, but oh yeah, there's some tiny one over there, but I'm not gonna cut it. And then that's about it. Okay, so the next part of this video, my sound or my microphone died, so now I gotta talk over it. So here I'm just talking about the tomatoes, how on the pots it doesn't seem to be growing as good as it did on the planters or on the pots in the back or even the plant in the front. I am getting new aromas. Let's see what else. These are my other tomatoes that are growing on this side, and they're also growing better than the ones on the front there. The vines for the cantaloupe and the watermelon started going crazy. I got a cantaloupe growing down there, and I'm showing you how even outside of the planter it's still growing. We got our Queen of Melanalco tomatillos. There's a couple there. Doesn't seem to be fruiting very much. Looks like I'm gonna have to plant them in a planter next year. Here's a couple of the cantaloupes that are already ripe, because once they come off the vine, just like that, they're ready to go. So I went and I started checking them. Got these flowers there. I got a dead head. I grabbed that one. Also came off. So I had two nice little melons that I'll probably cut later. Put those on the side so I don't have to be carrying them around. See that tomato plant? It's getting a little tomato there also. Now I'm going to show you the other watermelons. So I got these. These were the sisters. They all grew right next to each other. There's one there, 2, 3, and a fourth back there. There's also another one growing right here. So total of 5. The other 2 watermelons that I had there, I cut them up, gave them away. The one that I ate was not very good, but we ate it anyway. That strawberry plant died, but luckily some of the plants that were runners, I put them on this little stand and seem to be working very well. So hopefully next year we'll get some more. These are all our other tomatoes that I'm going to show you. I got these little baby tomatoes here. These were my father-in-law's tomato plant that I took seeds from and propagated them. They grew, so I'm trying them right here, and they are pretty good. I compared them to the ones that my father-in-law had, and they're very sweet. This is the same type of plant. Now I'm going to give some to the wife so she can try them out. So yeah, you can see that, yeah, I'm enjoying them. Everything is looking good. I let her try it. Totally different than my father-in-law's. Not sure if it's the fertilizer or just the dirt, but ours are a little bit sweeter. Yeah, so there's a couple other tomatoes here. There's one here that I think, had some blossom end rot, but I just went ahead and just cut it out, ate it. It was fine. And as you can see, there was an aphid on the tomato as I went and I grabbed it. So I ended up killing that. Now I'm taking you around the other side so I can show you my cucumber plant. And you can see that the leaves are pretty much infested with spider mites. And so I went ahead and I'm telling you how I'm going to cut them all down and let the new growth try to take over. And I'm going to spray with neem oil. And these are all the other tomatoes that are growing. Everything's looking good. You could see the other cucumber vine that's there. Pretty much all my cucumber vines had leaves that had a little bit of spider mites.
and it looks like it travels, obviously. But when you get to the end, you could see that I have that residue on it. That white, what is that white fungus? Can't think of the name right now. But it's still giving me cucumbers. So I went ahead and just let it be. I'll cut out the leaves. Showing you how it just started getting infested with that fungus. I didn't really spray it with any H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide. I just went ahead and cut all the leaves down. Whatever was affected, I cut them down. Even the tomatillos that were there, I cut them down. I noticed that the tomatillos, out of all the tomatoes, were the ones that got more diseases. So next year I'm gonna have to focus more on the tomatillos to try to not give them any type of diseases, whether it was aphids or spider mites or whatever. So these are the cucumbers that are still coming out. They're Armenian, and it's got that little fuzz on it, but once you wash it off, it comes right off. We scoop out the seeds because the seeds are pretty big, and we eat it, or I give some to the dogs. Now I'm showing you the vines through the front, and you can see how they also got infested. So since they're pretty old plants, I need to just cut the fruit and then start cutting the leaves eventually, starting from the bottom up. There's still a lot of flowers, so I'm hoping that it still gives me some type of fruit. These are our beans. These are our snow peas that just the hitchhiker that came out. I planted them last year, but they didn't grow, and all of a sudden they just started growing. And they're very good. They're very sweet. So I think I'm going to take a bite here. But the one that really likes them is the dog. She pretty much eats everything anyway. So yeah, but they grew pretty good, especially because it's summer. Usually they don't give me any during the summer. I plant them during the fall, and they go ahead and I'm gonna plant a little more. Here's another. This is a pickling cucumber, Chicago pickling cucumber. These came out pretty good. As small as they are compared to the Armenian, they have a little more flavor than the Armenian, in my personal opinion. Here's another one. The only problem with these is that if you don't cut them soon, they turn yellow real quick. So they have to stay pretty small. I think next year I'm gonna grow bigger cucumbers. I got some serranos growing here already. These are the only two plants that I had that survived when I first planted them in the little small pots. My jalapenos and all that, for some reason, didn't survive. That's why I did that. What is it? The bundt cake experiment, which I have a video of, with the wet towel and the seeds. I'll be transplanting those onto the ground pretty soon. Let's see, so now I guess I'm going to take my stuff. I'm going to start moving things along, putting everything together so I don't forget. They get lost. These are my two lemon plants that I took cuttings from the neighbor's tree, that Meyer lemon that he has, and they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I'm happy about it. This is also a cutting from white flower that my mom liked at my father-in-law's house. That's doing pretty good. Let's see what else. My fig tree, my onions. whatever was there. I put a whole packet of bunching onions on there, but I noticed that only a few survived. But that's okay. I need to figure out how to plant more. But yeah, they're growing pretty good. Threw them in the barbecue. That was very good. Of course, the fig, it's still there. Eventually, I'm going to be transplanting it on the right in the back over there where the other plant is, the other flower. And then our flowers are starting to bud, so we're happy about that. I keep forgetting what they were. They're sweet Williams, or those small ones. And I think these were the Cosmos. I had to put a balloon there because the birds kept eating all the leaves. And then this is our peppers. Mom bought these flowers at the 99-cent store. She wanted me to put them in pots, so I haven't done that yet. And then these are all our peppers that came out from the bundt cake experiment. I don't know if they're going to give us any fruit because it's already August, but man, that worked so well. That experiment worked so well. I'm going to be doing that in the near future. All the pepper plants, if it weren't, 3 or 4, they came out. Pepperoncinis, Cali Wonder Pepper, bell peppers, but just not sure if it's going to be enough sun now or warmth. I got some lettuce that I also got the seeds from when I let the lettuce bolt last year. It's starting to grow, so I'm going to repot that pretty soon. And then this is my Japanese cucumber. This is the only Japanese cucumber that came out of that experiment from the bundt cakes. So I'm hoping that this gives me some type of fruit so I can go ahead and keep the seed of that, because we really like that cucumber. It's big and it's delicious. So unfortunately my other cuttings didn't make it. They started getting pretty hot, and I was watering it, but little by little each plant started dying. So I'm thinking that maybe next year I'm going to have to start earlier so I can get the leaves or the cuttings to root, and then I can put them in pots and then go from there. I really wanted to do that orange tree that my father-in-law's neighbor has, but it didn't come out. But anyway, trial and error. So I think I'm about done here. So far, this is all we've cut today. A whole bunch of tomatoes and carrots, beets, cucumbers, chilies. I think I got most of that. Gave it to my neighbor. He was asking about it, so I told him I'd give him some. And yeah, I think that was gonna be it for this video. Oh, the melons, sorry. So the cantaloupes, we ended up pulling 3. I ate 1 carrot. That was delicious. I noticed the little smaller ones had more punch, or more carrot flavor than the longer ones. But I don't think I've shown you the longer ones. But anyways, I'm about to hand over the camera to my wife, and then I'm going to cut some of this cantaloupe. And I think next year we're going to do all cantaloupe, just because we're disappointed with the watermelon. We still don't know how to go ahead and when to cut the watermelon, because we followed the instructions and the watermelon was still white. It didn't even turn red. The tendril was dry. The lines on the watermelon were 2 inches apart, we had seen. But the cantaloupes that we've grown, and these came out of hitchhikers from some dirt that we bought, and we let one of the plants grow, and it gave us this cantaloupe, and it's the sweetest cantaloupe that we've ever had. It's delicious. Here I'm giving some to my wife. want some for myself. And yeah, it's very good. I give my 2 thumbs up there, and now we give it to the real judge over here. Oh, they didn't even chew it. She just swallowed it. So here I am cutting a little bit more. The rind's gonna go to the compost, of course, and give some more to the doggies. Oh no, sorry, that was my mom. She wanted some. She said she liked it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give some to me, and then go ahead and give some to my wife again. And then of course you gotta give some. Well, take another bite of the carrot so you can see that I am eating it. It's not that it's not good. It's good. I'll be planting those. I think they're ox heart carrots. I'll be planting some more of those. Those are very good. Now I'll go ahead and cut them into little pieces for the doggies because they like the carrots. Pixie, not too much unless you cut them into little pieces. But yeah, Ray and Bella eats no problem. So now I gotta cut it into little more pieces, and then give one to Pixie. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.